morning sunshine, rocking the good time with all our friends. Easy and carefree, out in the summer breeze, loving a simple things for hours on end. Right about sundown, we lay on the ground, count on the stars as they come out one at a time. Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey everybody, I'm X Factor winner Tate Stevens, and welcome to the Sweet Life Podcast, where we talk about everything from music, sports, food, entertainment, and, well, just living the sweet life. All right, guys. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Sweet Life Podcast with Tate Stevens and AJ Kronk.
Yeah, man.
All right, today's episode, we're going to have a lot of fun because, obviously, we both love music. That's why we play music, and not just country music, but all music genres, right?
Yep.
Well, let's say not all music genres because some of it I'm not real fond of, but
Most
I would say
genres.
90% of music genres I like. At least something in it I like, right? So we're going to do a little music review. We're going to do some album reviews on this episode. And we have kind of a cool range of artists, I think. So maybe there's something for everybody in this episode. So starting off, obviously, if you're a country music fan, one of the big ones that came out this month, this month was Alan Jackson's new album, Where Have You Gone?
Yeah.
And so I was really excited. Alan Jackson is one of the guys that in country music is a staple of country music, and he'll go down forever as one of the big artists in country, right?
Yeah.
And so when I was so excited, downloaded the album and started listening, and I was it's hard for me to even say that I was disappointed, but I was pretty disappointed in the album.
Yeah. I gave it a shot too.
And now I'm going to talk about some good songs on the album that I enjoyed. So on the album, there's 21 songs, so it's a long set. You know, if you're going to listen to it, that's a lot of beer to drink, right? So. Wishful Drinking. Now this was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the title alone, I'm thinking, all right, here we go. And it was good. I wasn't disappointed in this song. It kind of, for me, it was just straight ahead country. You know, it was Alan Jackson country music, right?
Which is great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they didn't miss on the whole album, but on a lot of it they missed it. And how do I say this without being an ass? For Alan Jackson music that I grew up with and love,
yes,
not it.
No,
it's just not. It's just not what you would expect. And you know, there are some like I said, the ones that I have written down I think are the closest. Write It in Red I thought was really good.
Oh yeah.
About the lipstick and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was it. And I wrote actually Alan Jackson music. It's like the old stuff.
Yeah.
That is what I was hoping for the whole album was. Yeah. You know, not just Don't Rock the Jukebox, but Someday and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, come on. You know, so... and then he obviously had That's the Way Love Goes. Did a little Merle Haggard thing, which was great, obviously. But all in all, I really it was disappointing overall. And I didn't really care for the production of most of it.
Yeah.
It seems like and you know, who am I, right? I'm no one. But to me, it could have, the production of the whole project or the whole body of work right there, it seemed like they just kind of threw some of it together and said, it's good enough, you know, which, you know, and if they didn't do that and it's just me being picky or whatever, then that's me being picky. But it just seemed like the production value on some of the guitar parts and some of the vocal parts it was just like rushed or really there wasn't a lot of thought in it.
Yeah.
You know,
kind of what I thought too. That and kind of overall, what's a nice way to say that?
Sleepy.
Yes.
It's sleepy.
Yes,
It
yes,
is sleepy.
Yes.
Alan Jackson is sleepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you go back, sure, Chattahoochee and all that stuff, but he's got a sleepy feel.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. It's him. That's what he does. This is very, very drowsy. This is kind of
a little sleepier.
Yeah, this
normal.
is more sleepy than normal.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
He was definitely drinking NyQuil when he made this one.
Yeah, unfortunately, and I love Alan Jackson.
I know,
so
I know.
it's really a bummer for me to say that. But
I know, me
like
too.
all last week, I was remodeling my kitchen and stuff. Most of the time, spending a lot of time in my garage, listening to my stereo playing.
Right.
So I decided, okay, I got a few albums I want to listen to. Alan Jackson was the first one.
Right.
So I'm listening to it while I'm working. I'm like, oh, that's a good song. And the next one to come up, be like, skip it. And then the next one can come up. It's like, man, I'm going to fall asleep with my sander in my hand. You know? It's
right.
like,
Yeah, that's. I was a little disappointed in it because it was pretty sleepy.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing, there are some songs that have a little tempo and they're fun. Anyway, so that's my Alan Jackson review. I just
there's a scale of 1 to 5.
Oh boy,
Give it a 3. I'd give it a 3.
5 the best.
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 for me, man. I just it just didn't get it.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I was thinking Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would be like somebody thinking about Garth Brooks and then buying a Chris Gaines album and going,
well, that too. And this was probably recorded like right in the middle of the lockdown where nobody was able to come together really. And
I mean,
you never know. I guess
I'm just saying
a lot of factors going
for
in
me. I'm going to give it a 2.5. I was not excited.
Yeah.
I was excited, and then I got quickly unexcited. It was very underwhelming. Let's put it that way. Very underwhelming.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So,
what else you got? What's another one?
So, we had talked about Blackberry Smoke's new album.
Yes.
And go ahead and give me what you got on that one, because I have my take on some of it. Overall, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Just because like I mentioned before, I was so busy this last week, I didn't really get a chance to sit down with them and take notes and all this kind of stuff. Just kind of playing them in the background, and just overall, just the whole album. To me, it gave me that like road trippy, like put the windows down and drive type feel to it. I really liked it. The song, it came out actually a couple months back or whatever. The Hey Delilah.
Oh yeah,
or I had that New Orleans Zydeco kind of a feel to it. I really enjoyed that song. Just man, the whole album.
I liked
it.
Good. It's really good. I like it. That has that. The Hey Delilah has the Zydeco really feel like it has that thing. Very Muscle Shoals.
Yes,
very Muscle Shoals to me. And there's a couple on there. Lonesome for a Living they did with Jamie Johnson. Wow.
Yeah.
And his voice, Jamie Johnson sounds perfect with him. I mean, it kind of fit. It fit perfect.
Yeah.
That's a very country song. And it kind of strays from their normal Blackberry Smoke sound a little bit. They put steel guitar, but it's old school steel guitar. It's not new. It's old school, which makes it cool.
Yeah.
And then Jamie Johnson's voice, and it's so distinct and great too. But I thought that was one of the ones that when I was listening, I'm like, I really dig that. Because it's a throwback song. I mean, it's about life on the road, right, and playing music and all that. But it's like a throwback country tune, and that one and Morningside, groove central, dude. It is just cool. It has that funky kind of groove, and it's clean. It's just they're kind of an eclectic-y to me. It's country, but it's not country.
Yeah.
It's rock, but it's not rock. You know what I mean? It's blues, but not at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big smashed burger.
It's blackberry smoke.
It's blackberry smoke.
Yeah.
And it's good. It is good. They have some groove to them and some soul, and it's, I like it.
And like you were saying before, it's like not the best singer, maybe not be the best guitar player, but dude, they just...
What they do together is perfect.
It's great.
It works. So that's what, you said like a road trip song album.
Yes.
I can see that, but I can also see lake album. You're on your boat.
Yeah.
Drinking beer, having
Same
fun.
thing. Same thing. Yeah.
That's what I saw out of the Blackberry Smoke album. You Hear Georgia is the name of the album. And
yes.
Yeah, man. But those two, Morningside and Lonesome for a Living, I thought, oh, those are great. Those are two. And again, I'm just listening, running it through, listening, and then I'm going to listen to this again. I like that. The hook or whatever it was brought me back to this song. And those were the two off the bat that I gravitated to quickly.
Yeah.
So, okay, now here's one. It's a country album, but it's a gospel album.
Okay.
It's Carrie Underwood's "My Savior." It's her gospel album.
Yeah, she ain't bad,
dude. Listen. I'm gonna be honest. It's not, as a singer. And I know I can sing. Right? I mean, it's not a secret. I can sing. I know it.
You do all right.
I do. I'm okay, right? I do okay. But there is a difference.
Yeah.
There is a difference in people like her. Her, but so I'm listening to it. Some of the songs didn't know. I'm just hearing them for the first time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're great.
Yeah.
It's great. And it's not just because Carrie's singing it. The song's great, right? And then you listen to, of course, she sings Amazing Grace. She has that on there. She has How Great Thou Art. She has Old Rugged Cross. And to me, there's two How Great Thou Arts on the planet that are the best.
Elvis
is one of them.
Yep.
And hers.
And Carrie Underwood.
They're the best.
Is Vince Gill on it?
Yeah. I think.
Well, he did the live thing.
He did the live thing. I didn't even listen. I skipped over that one on the album because I'd heard it and I'm like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'd heard her do it live, so I didn't have to listen to it on the album. So I don't know if he's on it or not. Probably just because he sings on everything anyway.
Sure.
So if you want to listen to gospel music and that's, oh my God. It is amazing. Yeah. It is amazing. So anyway, that's one that I wanted to hear the rest of it because I'd heard a couple. I heard her Amazing Grace years ago. She did that one maybe 2 years ago.
It's been a couple years now.
And I think it was for.
It's pre-pandemic. That's all. I remember.
Yeah. And then I can't remember what it was for though. But it was on an award show or something, and she did that. And but anyway, and then How Great They Are. Oh my God, it's just like it's like angels when she opens her mouth.
Good Lord.
Anyway, here's one that I didn't even know came out, and I forgot to write a note when it came out, but it came out this year. Willie Nelson.
I just broke my pen.
You just broke your pen. Good job. Willie Nelson's new album.
I gotta check this out because
it's called That's Life. Yeah,
like the Sinatra. That's Life.
I don't know, but that's the name of the album.
I didn't know if he covered That's Life. Willie Nelson. I'm gonna put that one on my little playlist.
So
quick.
Very okay.
Son of a gun.
It's awesome, dude. It's so good.
Really?
It's Willie Nelson. Okay, so
dude, Luck Be a Lady. That's Life.
Yeah, it's so good.
Diana Cross. Wow, this is like his.
It's like a tribute
to like jazz artists or something.
It's like swing.
I Got You Under My Skin.
Yeah, it's so good.
You make me feel so young, dude. Why did I not know about this?
No, you got to listen to it. It's so different. It's so different.
Is it going to make me want to go buy a gut string guitar?
Probably. No. But it's big bandish. It's big band swing kind of thing.
Yeah.
On some of the tunes, he broke things down a little differently on some, but it's Willie Nelson, and you know how Willie, his timing is never perfect anyway. It's always way late or way early.
But it's probably perfect for that stuff.
Dude, it's cool. It fits. It fits. And I was excited. And again, I didn't spend much time. I'm just scrolling through going, you know, what the Willie Nelson? I didn't even know. I didn't even know it came out. There was no like press on it or anything that I saw.
Me either. I usually keep an eye out for stuff like that.
It's just an eclectic thing that, you know, like his probably songs that he's loved over, you know, the years, and just said, I'm going to go do it. Another one, if you are in the country, bluegrass, I don't even know, Americana world, and you like that kind of stuff, Steve Earle, obviously. Steve Earle and the Dukes. His new album came out, JT, and it's
wait, what? JT Timberlake?
No, it just said JT on the thing. I don't know. It's weird. It was the album name. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were saying like Justin Timberlake.
No.
It's like Justin Timberlake and Steve Earle. That's
so
different.
and there was it's kind of it's bluegrass. It's folky. It's blue. It's awesome. You know,
JT.
Yeah, JT. I'm like, okay.
Huh.
So anyway, it just that one popped up when I was looking through new things, and I'm like, I got to listen to it. It's Steve Earle, right?
Yeah.
And he has his own. I don't even know how to say it. Like Steve Earle has his voice lends itself to folk music.
Yeah.
You know, that Americana folk music so well.
Yeah.
And this album is just basically like remember his bluegrass album years ago? He had a bluegrass album.
Vaguely. I've heard it. I know I've heard it.
It was great because he had the Nashville Brass Band cut everything.
Sure.
And it was awesome, right? Musically, it was stellar.
Yeah.
And he took it out and did a tour with it and did great. And he really did. And that's kind of what it reminded me, and I wrote on my notes, it reminded me of his bluegrass album a long time ago, but more earthy. Not so overly done, more earthy. And there's some great stuff. Ain't Glad I'm Leaving. That's one that was really good. And Lone Pine Hill. I'm like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It was so good. And that was one I stumbled on with the Willie Nelson one. I just kind of stumbled on them, you know, and having their albums come out. And,
I need to start paying more attention.
And you know, for me, it was like, golly, man, you know, some of the artists. Now I know a lot of them. Metallica has a new album coming out, but they're all to be announced. No one has a date on. There's so many going to come out this year.
Oh yeah.
And then I mean, we're halfway through the year, so you know, it's kind of like you start pumping them out here pretty quick, guys, you know, so but there's a lot. Megadeth has one coming out, or maybe it did come out, I don't remember, but I saw the Metallica one that's getting ready to come out. I think Volbeat has one that's getting ready to come out. So if you're in the heavy metal thing, Rob Zombie has one getting ready to come out, which will be cool because he's so crazy and weird.
He's out there, man.
And you know, so were you a White Zombie fan? Did you get into White Zombie?
A little bit.
I got in on the tail end of White Zombie, right? Only just, you know, hearing it here and there, you know, and I'm like, why is it so? It's rock, it's like metal and you know, but it's like theatrical sounding.
Yeah,
you know, he's got some like. Like weird sounds going on, and I'm like, it's different, you know?
And there was some of his stuff had like kind of this like electronic technico or technico.
Absolutely.
Easy for me to say, techno.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
it was just different.
Different stuff.
When Rob Zombie, when that was it Dragula that came out, was that his first first solo album, I think?
Maybe.
Yeah,
I think so.
The drum sounds in Dragula, especially. Dead I am the one. You know what I mean? It's like it's so techno.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just the loops and the things that he has going on in his music. So I'm kind of excited to hear that one because
Yeah.
it'll be different. It'll be, all his stuff is different. So for that, it will be different.
Is that all you had for albums you listened to?
No. I got one more. Did you had the
I had
Black
one.
Keys.
Yeah, there was one more I was kind of listening to. The Black Keys Delta Cream album. I really liked it. It's very vibey, very just I guess groovy, vibey.
Yeah.
Just had that Muscle Shoals-ish kind of a Delta Cream. Just
Cream,
kind of
yeah.
had like that Delta kind of a feel to it.
What you played me right before we
Yes.
started, whatever that one song was, the guitar was just amazing.
Yeah.
It sounded like they were in one room.
Yep.
And they just recorded the whole record in one room. Everybody got together and they were just like, put some mics in here and let's go, because the drums were distant, a little distant sounding here and there. And
Dude, I love albums like Stapleton. That's how way he records, man. It's so good.
if
It's so real.
it is, it's
so
organic.
real.
It's more, and for that, the Delta Cream album, like the Blackberry Smoke album, not that they're anything alike, but they're organic. They have that thing that's real. It's not overly produced. You're not going to hear crazy, overly produced stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's just like they got together and played and they recorded it, and that's what they do.
Yep.
I mean, you know what I mean? So it's not like, my album where I have to go sing it 500 times just to make sure it sounds good. And, but anyway.
One thing I really liked about that album, just right out of the gate, the intro to the album, and I love stuff like this. It's I don't even know how to really explain it. It's just like, it's almost like outtakey kind of a feel to it. And like you could hear kind of the bass player going like, or like a guitar, and then somebody's like, all right, ready? Just like one of those things. It's like, I love stuff like that. Just like,
I do too.
yeah.
Listen, go back and it's almost like they probably had the mics on anyway.
Sure.
And they were just like listening to their headphones, like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yep.
I'm good.
Just like, leave it in.
Everybody ready? All right.
Yep.
And they go, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool. I
love
like that
stuff
stuff
like
too.
that. Yeah.
Again, very real,
Yes.
very organic, very let's just do this. This is what we do.
Those are albums that make me think like, I wonder if this is coming out on vinyl. So I'll buy it.
Man,
Pretty much the only albums I ever buy are ones on vinyl.
Yeah. Now with everything streaming and it's hard.
I like streaming, but man, there's something cool about a vinyl record. Getting to read the album credits.
Dude, I'm a liner notes guy. How did
Love
you
that
think
stuff.
that's how and that's what we're missing. And here's kind of what bums me out about our music industry right now. Obviously when cassette tapes, if you know what that is, it's that little plastic thing. You used to have two little wheel things in there.
Some little square thingies.
Yeah, little rectangular plastic box with music in it. When cassette tapes and CDs came out, or albums, you would read the liner notes and you would find out who played on it, who guested or sang different parts on it, where it was recorded, where it was engineered. I mean, just little stuff. And then the thank yous, the liners, the actual liners from the artist or whatever. Hey, we like to thank, Aunt Mary for cooking meals and stuff like that, or helping us out here. We like to thank Dr. Brown for, making everybody feel good, kind of, what I mean,
right.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's kind of how you got to know your artist that you were listening to. You could read those liner notes and you can go, oh, they wrote this song, whoever, that artist wrote that song. Or they didn't write the song, this artist wrote this song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of got to know the artist a little bit by reading those liner notes and those credits and stuff. And I loved it.
Yes.
And we don't have that anymore.
Sadly enough.
It just, that's one part of the part, that's what I don't like about it, because everything's right. We're so fast with picking up our phone.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, whoop, there it is right there. You know what I mean? And then we got to have it right now.
Sadly enough, yes.
Yep. I know. It's the way, it's the future, man.
Yeah.
It's the future.
Future sucks.
Yeah, stupid.
Stupid future.
Yeah. All right. The next one the last one that I got had time to kind of listen to and kind of go through kind of song by song was the Foo Fighters new one, Medicine at Midnight. Okay, so listen, Foo Fighters, great.
Love the Foo Fighters.
Love the Foo Fighters. Yeah. And Dave Grohl is so talented.
Yeah.
He's so very talented. And he's just cool. Like, you just want to hang out with him. Like, he's that guy. He's the guy that's a superstar, but who, like, no one cares he's a superstar, right?
Yeah.
Because he's just really cool.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's Dave Grohl. Hey, Dave. Hey, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's him. Hey, guys, want to come hang out for a little bit? Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? That's like him. He's not standoffish or anything. It's awesome, right? And he has a new show, he's got a new show about the moms. Like,
moms, yes.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. It'll be kind of good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but so their new album came out, I think, in February. The Foo Fighters came out in February.
That, yeah.
And listening to it, okay. So if you're a Foo Fighters fan, you might not like it too. I liked it. I liked it because it's Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But again, like some of the songs, Medicine at Midnight, very poppy.
Yeah.
Very not like the Foo Fighters. It's like take the Foo Fighters and then add some pop flair to everything they would do.
Yeah.
Take the crunchy guitars out. Take and I'm not saying grunge guitars, but take the crunchy guitars out. And let the drums be more like techno-ish.
Yeah.
Not really, but like...
you know what it felt like to me?
Yeah. What?
It felt like this is the Foo Fighters' Chris Gaines album.
Well, they said they wanted to make a feel-good album, and then like...
That's what it felt like to me. I tried it, man. I tried listening to, like, I was thinking, okay, maybe this is just one song. And I went to the night, I was like, well, maybe there's just a couple of these songs that are like this.
No, it's pretty much the whole thing.
Like, oh, I don't like it. It's like, I want to like it, but I don't.
So listening through it, and you talk about different, obviously, and everybody tries to not reinvent, but keep evolving as an artist, right?
Sure.
This is kind of their dance record, if you will, like David Bowie's. What was it?
Let's Dance.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's kind of their thing. That's kind of where they were going with this. I don't know if that's how but that's kind of what happened on the record. It was kind of one of those things. It wasn't the Foo Fighters, but it was the Foo Fighters, and it was sort of what they do, but not what they do. Like it's like the click track is on really loud in the mix, and they left it there. Literally, because it's boom, 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 boom. It's like that thing, and it's like click track. You can tell it's a click track. I mean, if it's not a click track, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's a loop of something. It sounds to me, if you go back and listen to Medicine at Midnight, and you listen to it, tell me that's not a click track. I'm saying.
Rough. And dude, I mean, I'm a big Foo Fighters fan. Love the Foo Fighters.
I do.
I tried. I couldn't do it.
Like I said, I know, and again, I know that artists, they don't reinvent themselves, but they
try.
They stay relevant in what's going on, or they try to evolve, right? You don't want to stay stagnant. You want to evolve and keep moving forward. And maybe that's what they were thinking. Maybe they're like, hey man, old Foo Fighters is great, but it's not today. What have we done today? How are we going to stay fresh in the market today? Which they don't need to. They can tour off all their old stuff forever and ever and ever and sell stadiums out, and they'll be fine.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I get it, but I don't get it. Yeah. Like if Garth Brooks comes out and tries to reinvent or evolve any more than he does, it's not going to work.
It's like he already has, and now he's kind of back to where.
Yeah. Why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. that is about all the time we have for this episode, I believe.
Absolutely.
If you would like to hear anything on a future episode, or you have questions, comments, or anything like that, please leave us reviews, leave us messages on Facebook and stuff like that. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. That's how we get better. That's how the show will be better each and every week. Yeah, and so make sure you subscribe to all our social media channels and outlets, and leave us a 5-star review. And yeah, what else? Anything? I missed anything?
If you guys know of any albums that have come out recently, it's one of your favorite albums.
Yeah, let us know about it. Yeah, absolutely.
Leave us a little comment on social media, or on the Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star review or 5-star rating and review.
Yeah,
let us know what your favorites are.
Yep. So. Anyway, all right, man, we're out of here. Thanks for listening to the Sweet Life Podcast with Tate Stevens and AJ Kronk. We'll see you next time.
Ain't this a sweet life?
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Want to ask a question for a future episode? Well, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter with hashtag Sweet Life Podcast. And be sure to give us a 5-star rating and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to stay up to date on the latest news and information for the Sweet Life Podcast. And we'll see you next time.
Did you hear about B.B. King and his wife?
Yeah, for his B.B. King's, I think, his 60th birthday, and his wife was like, "Man, I'm gonna go do something special for old Beebs." I think that's what she called him, Beebs.
Not just the Bieber, but B.B. King, the Beebs.
She's like, "I'm gonna go do something special for him." So she's like, "I'm gonna go get a tattoo," and so she goes in and gets a tattoo of his name on her butt. 1 B on each cheek, So she comes home, and he gets home from, playing a gig or whatever, and she's like, "Hey, I got a surprise for you," and hikes up her skirt and bends over. He's like, "Well, that's great, but who's Bob?" I'll cut that out.
That's a dad joke.
Isn't it, though?
That's such a dad joke. Yeah.
Oh, but it's so good. It's so good.